gonna skip all the intros because I gotta get to this before I forget. Shout out to all the Patreons. It's a Patreon exclusive. Happy New Year's to all y'all, man. I hope y'all can hear me okay. I'm on the road. You know, I like to get the raw videos out sometimes on the road early. And I want you brothers to hear this message because there's something I woke up with this on my mind. It's like 5 o'clock in the morning right now. And it's something I've been holding, I just didn't know how to say it. Listen, man. A lot of y'all that listening to this video have been like special. You've accomplished a lot, you've done a lot. You've always been intelligent, you've always been easily ahead of the pack, you know? But the problem with a lot of black men is that you automatically assume the role of the submissive or the mediocre, you know, because you don't want to offend people or, you know, and you deal with mediocre people because you feel like that's where you're supposed to be, even though you outshine them, right? But here's the thing, right? And we'll go to different aspects. A lot of people try to steal your light. You know? Like, this is what the black community does. Unless you some type of sports nigga, athlete, you know, a rapper, actor, entertainer of some sort, you know, a street dude, nobody gives you your props. Nobody tells you you're great. Nobody acknowledges your accomplishments, right? They don't give you no flowers. You're basically nobody if you're a black man and you've done good in your life. You see what I'm saying? See, when you're an athlete, everybody want to give you your props. Oh, he's a leading scorer and he did this many touchdowns, and everybody want to talk about that, but nobody talk about the dude who, you know what I'm saying? I don't even got too many examples, but the guy who just did everything right in his life. Made all the right moves. You see what I'm saying? They don't never want to give him props. But what they will do is try to use his talent, use his light, and not properly compensate him. See, the black community deals with usury of the good-natured people. You see what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to the females. Like I said, they only acknowledge the entertainers. See, the women are a mirror of the society, right? Whatever the society puts on a pedestal, that's who they pedestalize. So they're only going to acknowledge the athletes, the entertainers, the street thugs, you know, because that's who they want to fuck, right? But they'll use the smart guy, the thinking guy, the industrious dude. It's all about usury. It's never about really fully respecting those men. It's about using them. It never was really, it wasn't always like that. You know what I mean? Guy open a business to do something positive. You know, he get his respect. But people now in the black community, they want to use the people who are special. See, everybody thinks that a man who can dunk a basketball between his legs and shoot a three-pointer from half court, or run a touchdown, or catch a football with one hand, or, you know, hit a home run, or he could freestyle, or, you know, whatever the fuck. He could sing and dance and do little Chris Brown moves and shit. That dude is considered like, wow, a spectacle. But you're taught that that's special. That's not special. You understand? Athletic talent is not special. It's really just, it's a lot of people who play ball. There's a lot of people who good. You see what I'm saying? There's a lot of people who can sing. Great. Better than Chris Brown and dance. And, you know what I mean? They just able to get into an industry where they can put it out to the world and people can see it. But that doesn't mean that they're that much different than a guy who has the same talent, who might play in Greece, who might be as good as LeBron James, but he plays in another country, or he never got the chance, or whatever the case. Now, understand these leagues and stuff, they're there to make you feel like these people are special. But they're just exploiting those people for the most part. There's certain people that could be playing in the NFL, in the NBA, but they don't want to be exploited by those leagues. You know what I'm saying? Those leagues have a lot of control over the players. You know what I'm saying? I'm serious. They have a lot of control. There's certain people who like that freedom. They don't want to feel like that. They don't really give a fuck about money, and you know what I'm saying? There's people like that. Regardless, they got what they need. They got what they want out of life. They don't need all that extra shit. They don't need all the fame and all the accolades. They like to be low key, man. You feel me? But what I'm saying is that those people are always acknowledged, right? But the people that are on the surface level every day doing great things, especially black men, motherfuckers want to get you around them so that they can suck you dry or use you as their like guiding light. And then when they get to a certain point, they're ready to throw you away. They're ready to toss you away and then keep proceeding down the path that they use you to light for them. Because you got the light. So what they'll do is take that light from you. See, drink some orange juice real quick. They'll use that light. Like some of you fellas, think in the comments, tell me this. Some of you fellas done dealt with females, right? And when you came to her, in your simp mind, she was a great woman. She was beautiful, you know, she fucked you, you had food with her, you had a good time, right? But she was kind of like an underachiever. She wasn't really about shit. She was a bum. She had mediocre ways of making money, mediocre lifestyle. She wasn't really about nothing, no direction, no ambition outside of getting pregnant in a relationship or just bullshit. And you got with her in all your masterful thinking and your wise ways, your frugality, your ways to make money, your network of friends and people, and the shit that you really bring to the table. A lot of y'all don't acknowledge your talents. You don't know them because nobody ever points them out to you. Sometimes you got to point out your own talents. I know one of my talents, I'm great at networking. Like, I'm really good at like connecting with people and connecting people. There's a lot of people who are great circles of friends that span around a lot of different cities that are all friends because of me. You know what I'm saying? Like, because one person knew me, and he met my circle, and then he became part of the circle. And then his circle became part of the circle. You see what I'm saying? Serious. I've done that shit everywhere I went. Like, I could look at circles and I could be like 6 degrees of separation, and all these people are affiliated with me in some way. But I never get props for that. But I know I do it. I got to give myself props for that. You know, I done made people friends, made people business partners, people made money, done things because of me, just because they knew me, and was able to get in good with other people that knew me and liked me, so they was like, yo, I fuck with you. That's what I'm trying to say there. People, like, if you got you a good character, you a real dude, like your name gets people like golden tickets into like opportunities. Because I've known a lot of people with different walks of life, all different levels. But because they know me, people assume that you're official. You see what I'm saying? People assume that you're official. Put it like that, right? And people take that shit great distances, and that's fine. But, you know, like I said, with that chick, right? You'll have all of these skills, all of these talents, right? That she'll be recognizing, but she'll never tell you. She'll never tell you. She want to keep you enamored with her. She don't want to give you like, that's the thing. That's why a lot of black men are stepping off, because they tired of getting with these bitches that treat them less than they are so that they can keep them under their thumb. You feel what I'm saying? She'll never tell you how handsome you are or how much personality you got and how, you know, resourceful, and you know how she sees you do miracles and make shit happen. She'll never tell you that, because she been taught all your life to keep a man, you know, keep his confidence down and shit. They don't want men with confidence. They want men who are broken, you know, that'll look up to them, because you got to be broken to look up to a bum bitch. You see what I'm saying? Because she looked decent. You got to be a broken man to look up to a bitch who ain't even on your fucking level. That's why they love keeping black men broken. You feel me? That's why they love keeping black men at a level where they don't know how great they are. Because you got to be a fucking loser in your mind, even though you might not be out in the world, but you got to be somewhat of a loser to like really look up to a bitch that's not up on your level. On no level at all. She hasn't accomplished what you've accomplished. She hasn't been the places you've been. She don't know nobody special. She ain't did shit special. Nothing. But you looking up to this chick. You feel like you can't live without her. Think about that. It's a real sham when you think about it. It's some bullshit, fam. But that same chick will use the fuck out of you. And as soon as she gets to where she wants to go, you know, women will talk about how sometimes you got to use people men for stepping stones. They'll step on you and get to their little goal and then forget about you and walk off like you never did shit for them. Read folks' law, man. Read folks' laws, man. That's why you don't be doing a lot for these chicks, man. You gotta chill. You know, it's alright to be kind, but you know, like, don't be a fucking like a servant, because they don't appreciate that shit. They never have and they never will. They don't appreciate that type of shit. You see what I'm saying? Don't be that. Most of them don't deserve it. Most of them. When I say most, I mean 90% of them don't deserve that type of dedication from a man. Because that type of dedication from a man can really change a woman's like trajectory in life. You understand? You read that story about that Uber driver, that white dude, that chick was talking about how she couldn't be in school because she owed some money, and the fucking dude was well off, and he fucking gave her $700, and she went back to law school. This bitch got 3 fucking kids, single mom with 3 kids, not in school, driving Uber. She a baby mama 3 times over. At 30, damn near 40 years old, talking about she want to go be a lawyer. What? What it sounds like to me, that bitch put dick over her priorities. But these super simp ass niggas, he gonna go give her the bread, and she gonna get back in school to do what? At 40 something with 3 kids. You see what I'm saying? Be a paralegal at best. Like, you know, some type of secretary. Like, you gonna go to law school? How you gonna do all that if you ain't do it when you had the chance? Because her debt was only $700. $700. You'd have think she owed 15 grand, 20 grand, some crazy shit. That bitch owed $700, my nigga. And you couldn't go back to school because of $700? No, you didn't want to go back to school. $700. And she went back and graduated, but it's like they just want the graduation and take the picture and say they accomplished it. But a lot of these bitches get their degrees and don't do shit. They do the mediocre entry-level job for that degree or that certificate, and that's where they stop. But they got all the photos with the cap and gown, but that bitch is a bum still. You see what I'm saying? They just want the look. It ain't about that. It's about the presentation. But you see, this guy lifted her up. And she's not going to do nothing with that. Even though $700 for the average thinking man should be toss money. That should be something you could spend $700 and don't even think about it. That's how it should be. You should feel like $700 is not putting no holes in your shit. Word up. No dents in your wallet. But it's really about that sense of you gotta serve this bitch. Because she'll let you harness all of your greatness just to catapult her up. You see what I'm saying? Because this dude made some moves if he could just give $700 to a stranger. You see what I'm saying? Real talk. Went through the necessary research and all of that to find who to pay and all that bullshit. Like, I'm telling you, a lot of people will harness your light for themselves. And they won't hesitate to do it. Friends, family. That's what this whole SYSBM thing is about. It's about their inability to harness your light now. Now they can't just take a good man and conduct these usury schemes and mentality, because you're supposed to be programmed with the mentality that if you're great as a man, you're supposed to sell yourself short for the likes of the people in the community, which is no community. You see what I'm saying? They always want to throw that community word as your sensitive word, your trigger word, but it ain't no community. You feel me? It never was. There hasn't been a community for fucking 50, 60 years. You know what I mean? You don't own the community. You don't have a community, fam. You just live in the same area. You neighbors. That's all you are, fucking neighbors. You know what I'm saying? Fucking Seth Rogen and Zac Efron, nigga, neighbors. You feel me? You're not really anything else. But that's their trigger word for black men. Community. Right? But the community, if you look in the rear view, the road is paved with the corpses of good men that were discarded after they were used up, abused up, and thrown away. And all the community has been doing is spray painting black paint on the black window, on the back window, so you can't see out the rearview mirror. And now brothers have wiped that shit away, and they starting to look at the results of what that type of usury mentality leaves, and it leaves nothing. You see what I'm saying? Even on the hood level, Nipsey Hussle was considered a good dude with a light to get things done. But the usury nature of the hood felt like, you know, he just another nigga to be discarded if he don't do what we want, if he don't act how we want. You see what I'm saying? And the nigga that shot him, you know he come from the pussy of that bitch. You see what I'm saying? By proxy of that bitch, he think like his mom's. Oh, you ain't serving me? You ain't doing what I want you to do? Cause I think the nigga gave him a CD and he ain't want the CD. He's like, nah, I don't fuck with you like that. Oh, you ain't gonna serve me? Good man that done made it? You done came up and did it? You done use your light and your talents to get you somewhere, and now I want you to do some shit for me and you ain't gonna do it? Oh, you deserve to die. That's why you can't hang around non-reconditioned men. There's a lot of men who didn't grow up with a father, but they were reconditioned and they were actualized. You see what I'm saying? But these niggas who are straight a female with male parts, you gotta stay away from them motherfuckers. Because that dude thought just like a female would. If a chick came up to Nipsey that day and she wanted something from him, and he didn't want to do it for her, and he was like, nah, I'm good, I don't fuck with you like that. He'd have been all type of bitch ass niggas and fuck you nigga, you ain't all that, blah, blah, blah. And then her emotional rage, if she could, a lot of these bitches would have she would have killed him, or tried to do something to him, or got her little boyfriend to do it for her, because he didn't serve her. The good man didn't serve her. You feel me? But by proxy, that dude was like that bitch, but now he's a man and he could go get a gun and do what she can't do. You feel me? You're supposed to be a servant to these fucking mongrels, yo. And when you don't make their dreams come true or lift them up because they ain't shit and they ain't never gonna be shit, oh, now it's time for you to die. Now it's time for us to rob you. You know what I mean? Now it's time for us to jump you. Oh, now it's time for us to make a false sexual allegation on you. You know what I'm saying? All the black community cares about is the usury of good men. That's it. It doesn't give them their flowers, acknowledge their greatness and the things they've done and accomplished. Nah. You to be used and discarded. You like toilet tissue on the shelf. Baby wipes. You know? You get the good baby wipes, it don't matter. You still gonna wipe your ass with them. You see what I'm saying? That's what the fucking black man is in the community. He's like baby wipes. You could get the Huggies, the best ones, but you still gonna wipe your ass with them. You gonna wipe your baby's ass with them. They still gonna get shitted on. You see what I'm saying? It don't matter. That's why brothers is walking out this motherfucker shit. Don't let these people use your greatness to compensate for their own failures in life and their lack thereof, their lack of drive, ambition, creativity, imagination, intelligence, you know what I mean, financial resourcefulness, like the ability to make money and be, you know, like use your gifts. People will always try to downplay your gifts and then use them for themselves. You see what I'm saying? People will always try to downplay your talents, your gifts, your skills, and then use them for themselves because they don't got them. You feel me? Because that's how America operates. You feel me? It's like you working for a company and you got an employee and you fucking make him like a manager or some shit like that. You got a reason why you made him a manager, but you tell him some like vague, oh, because you're a hard worker and I like how you but you see like he has a skill that you don't got. But you don't tell him what that skill is because he might be able to manifest that for himself and turn that into his own comeuppance. You know what I mean? So you give him some roundabout bullshit as to why you promoted this motherfucker. But you really see he got a skill that's like something magical, something he could do that you never could do. So you said, let me give him this position so I can use that. And you're gonna direct it. You're gonna kind of push it in a certain direction so that it could benefit you, right? For real. That's how the black community looks at black men. The employee-employer. You're the employee. All them niggas, them black bitches and all that, those are your employers. So go out in the world and accomplish great things so that we can utilize your ass and still call you Dusty. Right? Still use you and divorce you. Come back here and marry me so I can get some of that. Let me come put a baby in me because I know that's what you want. You want some of this black pussy. You need it. Come get it. We know you've been training you to lust after us all your life so that you could come back and bring that back here and put that baby up in here. Come on. Come on, Big Daddy. Mama needs a new pair of shoes. And y'all do it. You see what I'm saying? You do it. You let your friends use you that don't got no life. You can't be fucking around with these people that's not gonna go nowhere. Like a lot of y'all could look, and I'm telling you, you could look at a chick you used to fuck with, that bitch gonna be in the same place you left her. Just with a baby or something. Let's go, like real talk. Look at your exes if you still know where the fuck they at. Most of them, the only difference between that bitch when you was fucking her and now is she got kids with some nigga. That's it. She was never gonna go nowhere. That was her only accomplishment in life, is having kids. Like that's some special shit. We live in such a baby birthing, bastard baby pumping and dumping society in the black community, so-called community, that we put having kids way up on the fucking spectrum. Like you some type of special motherfucker. Because bitches love to get that special treatment because they're a mom, they're a single mom. That even dudes try to take credit for getting a bitch knocked up. Nigga, you ain't special. You see what I'm saying? These niggas think they special because they got kids. Nigga, you ain't special. What the fuck? Half you niggas with kids is fucking struggling anyway. Your kid's probably in motherfucking public school. Alright? Niggas talk all this righteous shit. All this super intelligent, I know everything. But your kids is probably in fucking public school. Right? Getting a fucked up ass education. They ain't in private school. They not in a, self-taught. They not homeschooled. The kids got cell phones and iPads and, like they not special. You're not special. They just gonna be more fodder for the system. I think. A lot of y'all need to face facts. A lot of your kids, they just gonna be working for some motherfucker that's gonna exploit their talents too. Just another fucking piece in the machine. That's it. Welcome to the machine, like Pink Floyd, nigga. Welcome to the machine. Dead serious. Because you don't got the power and authority as a black man to really raise your kids the way you should. You don't. You see what I'm saying? Because somewhere there's some motherfucking white motherfucker that's going to tell you how to do some shit or something you can't do. You feel me? It's going to be some white bitch teacher or somebody at some point in your parental history is going to try to tell you what you can't do with your kids. Even if you know they teaching them a bunch of gay shit and transgender and all that bullshit in school, and you want to take them out of school or skip the lesson, there's going to be somebody telling you, Anyway, but, I know a lot of niggas who been there and lived that life. Let me get back to my point. when you got the light, man, don't be a source of somebody else's success when they ain't put in the work and they don't really give a fuck about you. They don't. You're really interchangeable. A lot of you dudes are very interchangeable with these chicks. You don't even have a face. You're just a fucking Barbie doll, Ken body that she just gonna swap out for the next one. That's newer. You feel me? Like you seriously gotta look at this as a time for you to finally reap the benefits, because a lot of your grandfathers didn't, you know, your uncles, they didn't reap the benefits of their hard work. They got used, divorced, they died when they was 57. You know, my grandfather was in the World War, right? My grandfather basically built the house my grandmother lived in. He built it, right? I never knew this motherfucker, but I remember he had his own house too. He had his own house. So he had a house, and then he had a house my grandmother lived in. But they weren't really together like that. You know what I'm saying? But I remember he is a military dude. He used to build model ships and model planes. He used to walk around with the fatigues on, like he was a real soldier motherfucker. Chop wood in the back, always burning leaves, and you know, doing all this crazy shit in the yard with him. Like he was a real man's man type dude. And I know my grandmother, she's a real mouthy type, one of them chicks, you know what I mean? That the feminism bug bit. And she was one of those strong, independent bitches. But it was really because what he did, he really set her up to be talking that shit about her nice house. He built the motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? But it's like she would walk around with her nose up, but it was really like, yo, you only doing that because my grandfather put you up in that. Because you got his kid or whatever the case. See what I'm saying? Good men automatically going over, above, and beyond. And when he died, I never heard her speak this nigga's name. Never had a picture of this motherfucker nowhere. Nothing. Like, I physically can't remember what this nigga looked like. I can't. I'd never seen a photo of this motherfucker. It was like he died and he never existed. You see what I'm saying? Never fucking existed, dog. You see what I'm saying? Nigga did all that work, put in all that time, and when he died, he was just another motherfucker. That my grandmother never acknowledged this nigga's life ever again. You see what I'm saying? And I don't know the details. I'm just saying, fam. You know? I got an aunt, right? I'm just giving you examples in case y'all think I'm tripping. I got an aunt, right? She got married to this cat named, to this cat, right? And she was into, like, her brothers and her family was like real drug dealer type motherfuckers back in Queens. But she married this good dude, right? Good dude. I always liked him too. I always liked this motherfucker. He was mad cool. We used to play NBA Live when they come visit, and they bring their kids over. They grown now, but they bring their kids over, and they was like little babies, and we played the fucking video games, and they played cards, and it was just mad fun at the crib, because he was mad cool. I just always look forward to this motherfucker, because we played the game like for real, right? As soon as he come through, he'd be like, go ahead, turn that shit on. And we get in there and start playing. He's a good dude, right? So they got married and all that shit. And I know my aunt, she's like a real ratchet type bitch. You know what I mean? But they always find a good dude. They get knocked up by the good dude if they can, if they're a little bit smart. right? And they let the good dude just go on autopilot because they know that they're always going to benefit from that. So check this out, right? They get divorced, whatever, right? This nigga works for Rikers Island, the prison. Nigga been working for Rikers Island for mad long, G. Like, nigga got pension. He make mad bread. The nigga gets breaded up, right? Breaded up, all of that. Never had no new kids, nothing. That's how bad my aunt fucked up children for this nigga. Like, there's niggas that had kids early, and then because of one chick, they don't want to have no more children. Like, they're traumatized. But they're good dudes. They got money. They can have more children, but they like, you know what? Fuck that. You see what I'm saying? Child support, all of that. This nigga, so this dude, right? Good job. I never even knew my aunt had a job. She got some regular, like, little office job. She like a call center type, some shit. That's a power plant in Baltimore, right? Nothing special. Right? So she moves to Baltimore. He still live in New York. She got both the kids, right? Took the nigga kids. He gotta come all the way to fucking Baltimore to see him, right? Now his son still fuck with him. Like, they still love him. It ain't like they don't fuck with him, right? Like, they still fuck with him because he's just a good guy. Like, he wasn't no absent father nigga. It was just they moms was a fucking goofball. And I think the kids were smart enough to know that because his goodness as a man and his officialness outshined her fuckery even to the kids. You see what I'm saying? Because he was that much of a stand-up dude that no matter what, you know, this nigga bought his ex-wife baby moms a house. I'm talking about probably 10 years after they fucking broke up. You see what I'm saying? Just so his kids could have a house. Because she was living with my moms. They was just going through a bunch of shit. You know what I'm saying? And he bought her a house. Like, yo, here, get this house. Stay your motherfucking ass here. And make sure my kids got a fucking roof over there, bitch. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's how extreme, that's the goodness of this motherfucker. Like, it had to come to, I gotta bail this bitch out with a house. And I already got a house. And he live in New York. I know that shit was not cheap. You know what this bitch do? She get married, remarried to some bum ass jailbird nigga who never keep a job, got hella kids. You understand? Nobody liked this nigga. They break up, he leave, come back. Like, and she loved this nigga, dog. This nigga I never seen this nigga, when I would go visit, and I used to be around Baltimore, I never seen this nigga leave for work. Like, never had a job. This nigga was on house arrest one time. Nigga had the ankle bracelet and all that. Word. This nigga beefing with niggas out in the, yo, nigga got real beef with niggas like, this nigga like 40 something. Still got beef. Like, bro. This who she settled with. This who she really want. This dusty bum ass nigga. Old bum ass nigga. But she couldn't stay with the good dude. Put her up in the house. And the nigga had issues with her. But it's like people sit there and wonder, like, how could a Marion be so, like, don't give a fuck about the chick fucking with Lil Fizz. And I need y'all to understand, sometimes when it comes to an ex and y'all got kids, sometimes that's what you want. Please go fuck with whoever and leave me the fuck alone. That's how that nigga felt about her living with that bum ass nigga. Like, well, you figure he tripped. Like, yo, you got this nigga living in the house I bought. Like, real talk. This nigga lives in the house you bought. The kids is 18 now. These motherfuckers like 20 something now. She gets no child support, nothing. You see what I'm saying? So of course she not in that house no more. You feel me? Nigga washed his hands of that bitch. But this is what happens. They will get with the good dude and they will siphon you. You feel me? Your friends will siphon you. They will use you. People will use you. Your family will use you. Just know that. Just don't be that motherfucker, man. That's the whole lesson. Like, don't be that person that allows people to fucking siphon your goodness and use it and never give you nothing in return and discard you like a fucking wet napkin, a wet baby wipe fresh from the butt cheeks. You know what I mean? Don't be that baby wipe, nigga. You better than that. That's what this SYSBM shit is about. It ain't about bitches. You see what I'm saying? Like, dudes make it about women and white girls, and it makes me cringe when dudes say that. Like, yeah, these niggas so dumb. These niggas so dumb. When they talk about SYSBM, all they talk about is white bitches. That's all these niggas talk about. That's all they talk about. They don't talk about traveling. They don't talk about expanding your horizons. They don't talk about any of that shit because that requires real work. These niggas is not doing none of that. These niggas is not traveling. They're not going no fucking way. They're not doing shit. All these niggas care about is white bitches. That's it. That's all they talk about. White women, white women, white women, white women. It's like, yo, you know it's other women on the planet, right? There's other black women on the planet. Like, why are you so fucking transfixed on white bitches? That shit irks the shit out of me, fam. It bothers me when I hear that shit. Cause y'all motherfuckers is fucking up the message. You know what I'm saying? Cause y'all just trying to say something on YouTube that's interesting. You trying to get likes and looks, and you want people to listen to your stupid ass video. But these same niggas talking this shit don't got no passports, ain't never been nowhere. All they want to do is argue about black bitches, white bitches, who's better. You know what I mean? Just so they could trigger some black hoes and have them on their panel arguing. And you got some fuck niggas, simp ass niggas talking about, yeah, white bitches and this and that. But you ain't. Y'all niggas don't even get it. That's why when it talks about free yourself, save yourself, these are strong concepts that y'all motherfuckers are not gonna get. You're never gonna get to that level. Y'all gonna be at the conversation stage of SYSBM for years. While motherfuckers done been around the world, left the country for indefinite amounts of time. Like, you're gonna look at that and still be on YouTube arguing about which one's better, white girls or black girls. What? That's not even, that's like 2% of the whole conversation. But that's what YouTube is, man. A place where good ideologies go to die. And those who really follow the script just gotta live it. You know what I'm saying? Good ideas go to die once these fucking clowns get their hands on it. You feel me? So this is my message to y'all, man. And I'm gonna drop more of these videos, and I'm gonna give y'all the raw and cut shit, because that's what you're here for. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're here for. You're here for the raw shit. You're here for the real shit. You know, and I get it. It's just like, now my time is starting to open up more, and now I know what I want to do with the Patreon channel, and I want to keep y'all satisfied. I want to keep y'all feeling like y'all getting y'all money's worth. And sometimes YouTube doesn't really, YouTube is a good like primer, so to speak, for Patreon. That's kind of why I still use it. It's a good primer, you know. But I was so busy, like, usually what I really wanted to do, I really wanted to drop like the main message on YouTube and then give y'all like the follow-ups. You know, like, cause usually what happens when I drop a video, I have like afterthoughts, like things that I wish I would have said, and things that I get like, aha, I should have said that. And then that's what I usually want to do. But my time was so fucking tight that it was like hard for me to go ahead and be like, okay, if y'all watch this video, add on, you know, the little add-ons and shit. Cause I would keep thinking about it and keep having new revelations about the concepts, right? And that's why I'm gonna start doing, like, I'm still gonna release, like, when I take videos down, I'm still gonna give them to y'all because YouTube don't get my videos long. They get them, and then once they get to a certain point, y'all can have them for as long as y'all want. Y'all can revisit them, come back to them. You know, because I know sometimes you got to listen to shit 2-3 times to really get the full impact, you know, and really absorb it. And it's certain videos I still got to watch a couple times. You feel me? So what I'm going to start doing, definitely this week, I'm going to start retracting some videos off YouTube, bringing them over for y'all guys, just so y'all can have them in your archive for when you need them, you know. Because I know my Patreon got like 100-something videos, so I know y'all not short of videos. Y'all got most of the red pill, like, and black pill. So you should be, if you on the lessons, you know, start from the beginning, work your way back, and you check in with me and tell me how it's starting to work for you. You feel me? And I'm gonna start being more involved with it. Like I said, my time was crazy, but now I start to figure out how to utilize and be masterful with it, because y'all did pay your hard-earned money, and I want y'all to feel like it's worth it. So I'm definitely gonna put the necessary time in to keep y'all, you know, 2 videos a week, and y'all could definitely get that. You feel me? And yeah, so, you know, I just hope y'all all good, man. You already know this is Thinking Man's Templar, the place where we say one red pill, all black pill life fully outweighs any blue pill life. Where the soldier can come in from the war, remove their arm or drop their swords, and have conversations with like-minded men. And indeed, gentlemen, I'm at your service, you already know. And, you know, Happy New Year to y'all, man. Real talk. Be productive. Get shit done, man. Get it happening. All right? Peace.